Hi, everybody. My name is D.Lisa, and I'm a dream doula.
I'm Christina Spitzer. I'm a psychotherapist and relationship coach.
And today we're going to talk about what lights you up and how people often tell me anyway in my coaching practice, well, I would love to do this, but then they tell me all the reasons they can't. They don't have enough
Mm-hmm.
time. They don't have enough money. They're too old. They're too young. They're this, they're that. You know what? If something is calling you to do it,
Mm-hmm.
do it. I mean, like, find a way to do it. And I can just say from my own experience, I
Mm-hmm.
always loved to make stuff. I had a
Mm.
boyfriend back in the when I was a younger woman before I ever got married and have kids, and was um, he was independently wealthy. He had a trust fund, but he pretended like he was poor.
Okay.
Yeah, some. And he said to me one day, "If you could do anything you want, what would you do?" And I said, "Oh, I would make stuff." And he said, "Like what?" I said, "I don't know. I just want to make stuff." And I realize now, many, many years later, that I wanted to create something. And that's
Mm-hmm.
just part of life is you want to create something. In fact, we're
Mm-hmm.
creating a life every moment. And for me, it was I wanted to make art. But
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't allow myself the permission to be an artist back then. I mean, I would say, I'm an artist, like
Mm-hmm.
secretly whispering it to someone. But um, in fact, I went to a party once with a girlfriend at the very same time. She goes, "What are you going to tell people?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows this here." Like they're going to say, "Hi, what do you do? What are you going to say?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make
Mm-hmm.
something up." And I said, "Oh, I'm going to tell them I'm an artist." And so at a time where I hadn't made any art, I didn't think I was an artist. I went to a party and said, "I'm an artist," and then confronted with the next question, "What kind of art do you make?" I'm like, uh, I'm a painter. Now I could say for real, I'm an artist. I love to
Mm-hmm.
make paintings. I love to do
Mm-hmm.
drawings. Whenever I'm taking notes, I'm just like writing
Mm-hmm.
things and
Mm-hmm.
doodling things and what. So, what is it that keeps people from doing what they would love to do? What do you think?
I think, like so many things, that they so want to do is fear.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the thing that what we really want to do, if we were honest with ourselves, it might be the thing that we have to, because when we have a dream, right, or we have something we love and we don't actually pursue it, we can always have it as that dream that could be. But what if we
Mm.
pursue it and it doesn't work out? Or what if we,
Oh,
right? Or what if we're
yeah.
not as good as we think we are? Or what if we can't make money? Or what if, all those what ifs that interfere. So I think the thing that prevents a lot of people is fear. Now, the fear can take different forms and it can involve different fears, but I think that is what it really is. Because again, the reason I say so much of what drives us is fear is because we're primal creatures. So, fear is a primal emotion, and our brains are hardwired to protect us from anything we perceive as a danger. And if we fear something, it's now getting perceived as a danger, and we're going to stop ourselves from doing it.
Right. And for people that want a lot of the people I work with are creatives, so they
Mm-hmm.
do something creative for a job, maybe on
Mm-hmm.
the computer all day,
Mm-hmm.
but they also don't allow themselves to be that creative off work because
Mm.
what if what they make nobody likes? Or
Right.
what if they make something and they want to sell it and nobody buys it?
Right.
And if you listen to the majority of woe is me artists like, oh, nobody ever
Mm-hmm.
buys my art. Only a few people are famous and make a living with their art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even my art teacher in art school said most artists teach. Now,
Mm.
I was like, wait, what? Most artists teach? I'm not here to be a teacher, I thought to myself when he said it. But I also see that if you're a fine artist and you sell paintings, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're lucky, you have one or more galleries, your gallery
Mm-hmm.
wants you to have a show every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do the math on that, unless your paintings are selling for $100,000, you're not making a really great living. You're
Mm-hmm.
kind of just making, you're like a factory making stuff and selling stuff and
Mm-hmm.
getting some of the
Mm-hmm.
money. So what if you just made it because it made you happy?
Yeah,
What if you just knit that sweater because you liked knitting, even if the sweater never gets finished or worn?
exactly. I always go back to when we can embrace what it was like to be a child, because you look at kids and
Hmm.
when they're creative and they're doing things, they're doing it for the pure joy of it.
Yeah.
They're doing it not, I mean, of course they want attention, but they are just doing it because it's fun, because they want to. And truthfully, that is our essence. That is who we are deep down.
Yeah, to
Even
be
as,
like a kid
yeah,
just playing in the
yes,
sand or the dirt somewhere,
yes.
looking at little insects walking by. I once stopped on the sidewalk and my nephew was a couple years old. Maybe he was 4. I said, "What are you doing, Miguel?" And he was very close to the sidewalk. And he said, "I'm watching these ants. I want
Mm.
to see if the red ants and the black ants get to get if they're friends or if they're going to fight each other."
Ooh, interesting.
He was sitting there for hours just watching these ants going in and out of the sidewalk crack, wondering if the
Wow.
red ants and the black ants got along or fought.
Ah,
And I thought, okay, that's a nice way to spend that evening,
yeah,
afternoon,
I like that.
watching some ants.
Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Watching
Well,
the ants.
one of the things I started doing in the last year was teaching people art and then telling
Mm-hmm.
them we're not going to make anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make marks and then we're gonna throw it away. And when people go, throw it away? Yeah, we're gonna throw it away. And that gives people the ability to just freely make something, even if it might be bad or ugly,
Mm-hmm.
but making it was the thing that was fun. Not the thing you
Yes.
get, but that
Yes.
being in the creativity zone, being in
Mm-hmm.
that same space that a kid that's going to watch ants for hours is in,
Mm-hmm.
just uh, just making the marks, just putting the paint
Just
on, or
playing.
or
Yes.
knitting the sweater. For me, knitting, it
Yes.
doesn't relax me like that, but
Mm-hmm.
painting and drawing does. What is it
Mm.
for you?
For me, it's writing.
Mm-hmm.
I love to write. I've been writing stories since I was a little girl. That's always been my thing. And it's funny because, I've always said I wanted to be a writer. And then I've been part of a writers group for many, many years. And one of the things that we're always saying is whether or not you're published, if you've been writing, you're a writer.
Yes. Well, same thing. If you've been painting, you're a painter. That doesn't mean you have a
Exactly.
gallery or have ever
Right.
sold anything or
Right.
have ever put anything on the wall. But if
Hmm.
you paint, you're a painter. If you
Exactly.
sculpt, you're a sculptor.
Yes.
If you cook, you're a
You're a
cook.
cook.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh. And everybody has their own. You can take 10 people who are all painters, put them in the same room, have them paint the same thing, and each
Mm-hmm.
one of them will paint it in their own special way,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which is what's so fun about being alive and seeing everybody with their gifts and talents. And for some people, their gift and talent is music. For other people, it's gardening. For other people, it's cooking or painting or writing. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? What is it that you're longing to do, even if you've never done it before?
Mm.
Because there's always a class to take and learn something new.
Always, always, especially now, there are no limits because even if you can't find an in-person class, there's virtual classes in practically everything.
True. Yeah.
So if there's something you always wanted to learn to do, or something that you have been doing but you want to enhance the skill and you've been afraid to, what are you waiting for? Like I always tell my clients, as long as you're living and breathing, you get time to do whatever you want. It's only when we stop living and breathing that we can't do it. So why stop yourself?
Oh, that's so great. One of the people that I haven't put it up quite yet, but one of the people that I recently interviewed on my podcast
Hmm.
is 92. 91.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I might have that 1 year wrong. Let's say she's 91. And she told me what she's doing recently, which is out of the box for her, is twice a week she's going line dancing.
For her.
With a friend, and she said, first, I was kind of, I've been sick for a little bit. I was kind of
Hmm.
tired. I had to sit down and rest every 15 minutes. Now I can go the whole 45 minutes. So I
Wow.
was like, I don't know if I could go line dancing for 45 minutes and not sit down and
Yeah.
rest. I'm like, good for you.
Yes.
So you're never too old to start something new,
Hmm.
and you're never too
Yes.
young to learn something new. So all the way
Exactly.
wherever you are in the spectrum of wealth or health or age
Hmm.
or any of it, I bet there's something in the creative zone that's calling you. Maybe
Yes.
it's just the adult coloring book. That's cool.
That's
Uh,
cool.
maybe it's a drawing class or a painting class or a dancing class or a writing class. Um, so where can
What
we
if?
read your book? I want to read your book. What are you working on,
So
Christina?
I'm working on a book now. So it's funny. I've been working on this for a while. The idea of it's a combination of, well, I've been writing fiction for many years, but I'm actually working on a nonfiction book right now, which is a
Mm,
combination of my journey as a therapist, as a coach, the things I have said to clients. And I have clients that have actually taken notes in session with me. And I've had one person say, oh, you should write a book. So I'm toying with the idea of what it's going to be. And what I just had a session this morning with a client who says, oh my goodness, you're like another Confucius. And I said, what about Christina Says?
I like it.
What do you think?
I
Okay,
like it.
audience, do you like Christina Says? Could that be a good title?
Or a fly on the wall. The subtitle could be a fly on the wall of a therapist's office.
Hmm.
Or if the walls could speak.
I think there might be a TV series called If the Walls Could Speak.
There might. Well, the whole concept. I love this too. We can go off on another whole tangent here, but the energy of what people say and do
Mhm.
in a space stays there.
Oh, I like that. Maybe I could even use that. Christina Says, and the tagline, the energy of what people say in a space.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I like it. Because we've all walked into a room after an argument and you can just feel this heavy energy.
Oh, you totally can.
And even though people are like, hi, come on in,
You're
you're
like,
like, what just happened?
no.
What just happened here? So, and yeah, I used to be a real estate broker. I've been in
Mhm.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people's houses. Some of them were vacant houses, some of them were people lived in them, and each one of them had their own energy, and some of them were
Mhm.
didn't feel good. Uh,
Mm.
I used to hire a shaman to clear the energy in my listings before we put them on, so they'd be
Mhm.
ready, ready for someone new. But yeah, that's a whole other topic. The energy that you leave in a space
I
or the
like that.
words you say. Oh, well, I can't wait to read your book when you write it. So keep
Thank you.
writing.
I'm going to keep
Keep
on
writing,
writing.
Christina.
Thanks for the encouragement. Anyone has any bits different ideas for a title you'd like to hear more? If you like Christina Says, let me know.
Right on. Right on. And yeah, I have a book you can buy, but it's neither fiction nor nonfiction. It's a dream journal. So it's
Ooh.
my favorite way of writing down your dreams.
Oh, I like that. Definitely send me the link for that.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, people can just find that in all my links on my link tree. But yeah, the dreams. Sometimes we get an idea of what we would love to do in dreamland because we're doing something surprising and we wake up and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
wow, I was dancing. Last night I was uploading meditations into a
Mhm.
website and
Mhm.
in the dream I was told I was not allowed. That
Ooh.
meditation was owned by the Dakota tribe or something like the
Oh,
Lakota tribe. I was
my.
like, wait, what? I can't use this? I already put it up. What am I going to get in trouble? Yeah.
Wow.
Uh, but But yeah, sometimes I dream something that I might want to cook. One of my
Huh.
most vivid dreams was I was dreaming about a spinach and cheese omelet many, many
Oh,
years ago. And I woke up really
yum.
hungry and I thought, do we have spinach and cheese and eggs? And we did. So I made
Mm.
what I was dreaming about and it was good. And I thought, okay, thank you. Whoever gave me
Yeah.
that idea of what I should eat for breakfast, my
So,
higher self.
but look at that. Now that's something comparatively small, right? You had this dream
Mhm.
about this amazing omelet, and then in the real world, you created the omelet.
Yep.
So, whether your dream is big or small, don't stop yourself from creating it in the real world.
Right on. Yes. Oh, mic drop. Thank you, Christina. Another great chat.
Thank you. Always love our chats. Take care, everybody. Bye.